Assalamualaikum and very good day to Miss and Doctor for the subject PAD390. We have assigned to do video presentation on selected topic. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nur Izzati binti Enduk.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fadin Sakina binti Zainuri.
Hi, my name is Tuan Naziha binti Tuan Yaakob.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amirul Fahmin bin Muhammad Amin.
Jangan menangis, sayangku. Ini hanyalah sementara. Berdoalah pada Yang Esa, terus menahan sabar agar bahagia di sana. Mungkin kau tak pernah sedar, bukalah mata dan dengarkan laguku. Ku coba untuk lepaskan luahan hati ini. Ku disakiti, namun jua kau sedar kau tersakiti. Jangan menangis, sayangku. Ini hanyalah sementara. Berdoalah pada Yang Esa, terus menahan sabar agar bahagia di sana. Jangan menangis, sayangku. Ini hanyalah sementara. Berdoalah pada Yang Esa, terus menahan sabar agar bahagia di sana.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In part of introduction of Suriana Welfare Society, I would like to explain a few information about this NGO. Suriana Welfare Society was registered under Society Act 1966 in June 2011 and is located in Kuala Lumpur and driven by the missions to ensure all children grow up in safe, stable, healthy, and nurturing environment. As we know, violence against children continues to be serious and prevalent issues globally. So, Suriana Welfare Society is essentially to promote and protect the right of children to be free from abuse, abandonment, and many more. Also, this organization engages with families and communities, increases to break the cycle of poverty running in families and to create healthier environment, to eradicate or prevent child abuse. As well as kids should be secure in light of the fact that they are physically, mentally, emotionally immature and unable to adequately protect themselves. In fact, protecting children from hurt is an essential part of development programs. For the next part is initiative of Suriana Welfare Society. For the first initiative of Suriana Welfare Society is income generating project for single mothers. This initiative was made to assist single mothers with employment, providing them with simple and easy to learn projects that allow them to work from home with no financial risk taken by them. Due to this, they can supplement monthly incomes and assist women with building self-assurance in being a provider. Suriana Welfare Society introduced some of programs towards single mothers. This program focuses on 7 skill areas, namely handicraft, tourism, beauty, therapy, business, entrepreneurship, and childcare. By carrying out this program, it will help single mothers in expanding knowledge to improve their quality of life.
Okay, as we know that Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia is a non-governmental organization (NGO) whose mission is to protect children in crisis situation. The Child Safe Initiative is one of the initiatives undertaken by Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia to help protect children. Okay, through this initiative, they fight for the right of children in Malaysia, where they have the right to live, which ensure they are safe and free from danger and threats. Okay, this initiative includes teenagers, offenders, and children who are abused and neglected by their families and society. Okay, the initiative provided is not only for children, but it is also an initiative that trains people who work with children to explain about the right of children that they were entitled to when they were young and still underage. Okay, this also about children from being abused by their guardians who do not know what action will be taken against them if they abuse children. Okay, so it showed that the initiative provided by Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia has helped some people a lot, especially children. Okay, this initiative also indirectly shaped development, especially future development.
For the third initiative, our Suriana Welfare Society is launched on mental health. Suriana Welfare Society that has dispatched its own psychological telehealth meetings, which is an innovation-based mental health services to the P40 community in Desa Mentari, particularly kids. Telehealth is a term used to portray the convenience of mental health services using telecommunication technologies like phone, video conferencing, and other internet-delivered therapy programs. As we probably are aware, during COVID-19 pandemic, numerous kids have been determined to have depression due to the struggling with their online classes and having their mobility restricted. Moreover, some of adults in Desa Mentari have been suffering from depression, especially after losing their jobs during the pandemic while struggling with the limited financial resources. So, Suriana Welfare Society incorporate mental health issues within social development, which establish strong linkage between social services such as mental health services.
Another initiative created by Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia to provide solution to various social problems in the country is assisting to the disabled person OKU, people who have physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory problems for the entire life or not, and they are not being like normal human beings. It also automatically hinder their participation in society. So Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia started this initiative which provide registration, protection, rehabilitation, development and well-being of people who work. It is very easy to help them in participating in whatever other communities are doing. As revealed the management of Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia, they obtained approximately 4.86 million for 14% of Malaysians who are categorized as working people, and only 1.58% are registered under the Social Welfare Department (JKM). This indicates that the rest are not registered with the government agency. In order to help people who are working, Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia has provided good initiative to those, especially to Malaysians. Among the assistance provided from this initiative is financial assistance for students with disabilities who use the polytechnic. This directly helps them to learn without thinking to any financial problems they will face. Besides, Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia also help people who work by providing road tax exemption and driving license. This indicates that they will bear all the costs required by the disabled for license, registration, and also road tax. Therefore, it shows that the initiative provided by Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia to extend help those who work, and it also helps in development.
In this part, we will explain the challenges of Suriana Welfare Society.
I will tell the challenges one for this Suriana Welfare Society, which is no strategic planning. The first challenges that Suriana Welfare Society will face is no strategic planning. So, strategic planning is very important for all NGOs, including Suriana Welfare Society. With the strategic planning, this NGO will be successful when they want to do a program. The strategic planning essentially focuses on the future which measure NGOs that must take to reach the objective. Next, good strategic planning will help in establishing concurrence around the desired result of the distinct objective. It directs on NGO towards its goals. Besides, it filters the problem that prevents Suriana Welfare Society growth and suggests suitable measure and steps in correcting these issues. So it is important for Suriana Welfare Society to have strategic planning. If they did not have this strategic planning, they will fail. And
Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia is also among the NGOs that have faced financial challenge where they lack of funds for them to continue to help the community, especially children and the disabled person. This may be due to some agency or representatives who often provide funds to them no longer contribute due to certain problem, and it will cause the NGO to receive less fund from the relevant parties. Apart from that, the lack of funds can also be due to the NGO being complacent and just waiting for previous contribution to contact them. Lack of funds not only make it difficult for an organization to complete their project or program that have been planned, but it will also have an impact on some community that are often helped by certain organizations. So to prevent NGOs from continue to face this challenge, the responsible parties of such NGOs should always look for additional funds that will benefit for them in the long run. Although it is a little difficult for them, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, but with more effort, they will raise funds for their organization.
The challenges, which is absence of networking. Poor networking is another major challenge because it can cause conflicting strategies and inability to learn from experience. For example, if Suriana Welfare Society did not communicate with other NGOs, how can they improve their organization? Next, many NGOs did not maximize the use of current technologies. This technology could facilitate better communication and networking in the future. Effective use of technology can assist NGOs and Suriana Welfare Society to reach their mission and vision, such as use the internet to promote the program. Next, Suriana Welfare Society need to have good relationship between others NGO because it can learn anything that Suriana Welfare Society did not understand. And the solution for these challenges is Suriana Welfare Society need to have an open mindset that competition between NGOs is very healthy. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
The next one is refer to the lack of maintenance. What can be described here is the attitude of some NGO who prefer to be seen as straight and proud in the eyes of the surrounding community with the effort they make in providing assistance to those in need without considering all the positive or negativity of something. Such a thing happens when their management like to take project with excessive skill and even it is not comparable to the capabilities they have. However, such a thing should not happen because in their effort to help unknowingly, they have already persecuted the parties in need of the debt because the assistance extended can only be implemented in the short term and not continuous. Therefore, the NGO management should practice the concept of moderation in doing something. Accepting or implementing the project should be commensurate with the existing capabilities. As the saying goes, a little long, so the hill. At least with such actions, can facilitate the affair of all parties, and the result that will be owned are more proud when compared to the result of previous treatment. In fact, the financial resources they have are not able to meet all the needs that want to be handed over to those who are categorized as underprivileged, because almost all such items charge a high price for every purchase made. So it is difficult for NGO to allocate financial rate that are appropriate for the project they want to be handled in an effort to help this group. Therefore, NGO assigned in the financial management division are encouraged to consider all aspects before giving approval to a project to be implemented. The amount of allocation to be submitted should be commensurate, and the requirement of those who want to be assisted should be sufficient to facilitate our affair in an effort to facilitate their affair as well. Okay, for the recommendation, I will divide it into two parts. The first one is refer to the NGO. Under NGO, namely the Suriana Welfare Society, some recommendations can be inserted in an effort to advance the organization to the next level, which is to set up system to monitor DAS performance. This can be illustrated when the monitoring system is implemented by the NGO community, where they are the appropriate party in shouldering such responsibility to monitor every movement of the organization under the NGO body. To realize the implementation of the monitoring system, there are 6 steps that can be applied, such as the first one is identify program goals and objectives, define indicators, define data collection method and timeline, identify M&E role and responsibility, create an analysis plan and reporting templates, and the last one is plan for the dissemination and donor reporting. What can be summarized here? Such efforts are intended to measure the performance and level of ability of an organization in carrying out the responsibility they carry. And even such a way can also help the NGO community in identify as well as combating the images of unwanted groups such as fly-by-night or an unrecognized group but hiding behind the name of an NGO. For the second part is refer to the government. The following is a recommendation that can be addressed to the government in an effort to achieve progress together in line with the management of NGO in the country, which is toward the government's commitment in the venture for each person active participation in development. The government may demand any required input from the NGO and PO sector in relation to a number of relevant policy inquiries, which must go through a periodic search process. As is well known, the government should divide the NGO sector into 2 parts, namely the development-oriented part and also the private business. This is because not all NGOs provide assistance service voluntarily. In fact, some operate to benefit from the organization. As illustrated by the level of project which the NGO could be actively drawn into the project by cycle, beginning with the conceptualization and on through formulation, implementation, monitoring, and also the evaluation. It is shown that NGO can be in the involvement as a particularly that only relevant in the local level. However, including the increasing of government decentralization of decision making and resources allocation, partnership with NGO can be particularly effective at the lower level of governmental administration structure.
Okay, for the conclusion, all of the initiatives Suriana Welfare Society has been provided is protection to the children and the community. Okay, the task will always be challenging and never be easy, but formalizing the process to help the children and community will have greater chance to keep the children safe. Yet, Suriana Welfare Society need to face all the challenges that has been described. Okay, they need to solve the problem quickly, because when things don't go as planned, it's important to always be prepared and come up with alternative. Okay, for example, if Suriana Welfare Society want to organize campaign, they at least need to prepare 2 plans, because if the first plan is failed, they still have the second plan. So it is important to have well prepared plan to develop organization. Okay, lack of funds is biggest problem for NGO, because if they had no funds, they cannot do campaign and cannot promote their administration to others. Okay, one of the solutions that can be used by this NGO is invest the necessary training if it needed, as this can bring a lot of good opportunities. Okay, this NGO will get funds and also get skilled worker at the same time. So it will develop Suriana Welfare Society Malaysia.